Hi friends, welcome. Here we have today a quick 30-minute flow just to kind of get you going. We'll work through full body, we'll play around with some things. Next thing you know, you'll be done. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right on in to this practice. And we're gonna go ahead and get started in a child's pose. So whenever you're ready, come on down to your knees. And bring your big toes together to touch. Yeah, and then you can start to wiggle your knees out nice and wide, or maybe they stay in a little bit closer together if that feels more comfortable for you. You can begin to slither your hips down toward your heels. Find some extension of your fingertips out long towards the top of your mat. And then cultivate a space for your belly to be able to hang heavy in between your thighs. And for your forehead to maybe start to rest with a sense of ease down to the ground. Maybe just let your eyelids fall shut for a moment. You might even rock your head side to side a few times. Taking on like a nice little massage along the brow bone. And then just breathe, right? Just take some time here to recognize your breath. To notice and settle into your inhales and your exhales. To savor in what those inhales and exhales bring into your body. To judge the sensations that you get to feel. Maybe the sense of lightness and the sense of heaviness, that duality or balance right there in your body. Maybe with each exhale breath, you let your body spill down just a little heavier. Maybe with each inhale, you let that be almost like your cleanser, right? To create space, to then take on some opportunities to let go. With each breath that comes out, following that breath in. We'll just stay here in this child's pose. Just one more big deep inhale. And just one more big full exhale breath. Yeah, and your breath in, slowly rise yourself up. Come to a tabletop shape, all fours. Invite palms beneath shoulders. Start to draw knees underneath your hips. Begin to move your spine around. Right, so it could be cats and cows. It could be really any kind of movement that you want to bring in. I oftentimes like to kind of curve my spine from one end to the other. Kind of like I'm stirring up a pot. And then when you find those spaces and places that feel like they might need a little extra attention, maybe you linger there for a moment before you allow yourself to move on. And then let's find some steadiness here through your tabletop. Good. We'll find a little stretch out for the wrist here. So go ahead and take the tops of your hands, and I want you to bring them down to your mat. So now your fingertips are still pointing in towards one another. Thumbs should be pointing towards the top of your mat, and the palm of your hands are shining up towards your face. And now let's slowly begin to curl all 5 fingers in towards the sole of your right hand. Yeah, and then begin to curl all 5 fingers into the sole of your left hand. So you're making a fist. And if you need a little less to this, you can start to peel your weight back a little bit away from the wrist. If you want to take on a little bit more, adding on to the sensation, you might start to creep your shoulders further on top of the wrist. Yeah, and you can even peel off and then start to draw yourself back in. As we spend just a few more moments here, can you start to maybe find a bit more strength to that fist, trying to curl your fingers in a little bit closer together? Yeah, we'll stay here just for 3, for 2, and release. Good. Go ahead, take your hands down. You might even shake out the wrist a little bit if that feels good. And let's spread the fingertips out really wide to the webbing. And then try gripping the mat with your hands so it's like you're giving your mat a hug. Yeah, and then tuck your toes behind you, press your tailbone up and back. Let's take a downward facing dog. And then you might start to take this dog out for a walk of sorts here, right? So we can pedal one heel down and then the other. And maybe you feel some extra sensation from one side to the next. So you might linger there a little bit, putting a little bit more pressure from one side to the next. Find that strong press down through the heels of your hands. Try to lengthen up through your tailbone. And let your chest drop back and down toward your thighs. Yeah, let's just stay here. One more full breath in. And let's stay here just one more big full breath out. Yeah, find your stillness into your down dog. Now on a breath in, lift both of your heels up as high as they're willing to go from your mat. Yeah, now as you breathe out, push your belly back toward your thighs. You're going to find a nice long spine. Try to find that compression as you press your belly back. Keep the lift of your hips. You're just working a subtle bend to the knees. Yeah, let's stay here one more full breath in. Let your chest fall for one more full breath out. Now begin to press yourself forward. Take it to a high plank pose as you breathe in. Bring the shoulders over your wrists. Push out through the heels of your feet and then try to broaden through your collarbones. Pull your chest forward. Take one more full breath in. Bring it down to the knees, child's pose. Pull yourself back heavy as you breathe out. Nice, on a breath in. Bring it up. Find a tabletop shape, all fours. As you breathe out, tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Yeah, we'll flow through that now about 2 more times. So as you breathe in, lift the heels up high. As you breathe out, bend your knees, push your belly back to your thighs. Now press yourself forward, high plank is your breath in. Bring it down to the knees, child's pose, let the hips spill, breathe out. Bring it back up, tabletop shape, all fours as you breathe in. Tuck your toes, hips up and back, down dog, full breath out. One more like so, breath in, lift your heels up high. Breath out, bend your knees, push your chest back to your thighs. Now glide forward, high plank, full breath in. Bring it down to the knees, child's pose, let your hips sink back as you breathe out. Good breath in, rise it on up, find your tabletop. Breath out, tuck the toes, hips up and back, take your downward facing dog. We'll begin to add on a little bit here. So lift your heels up as you breathe in. Bend your knees, chest back to your thighs as you breathe out. Good. Now as you inhale, glide forward, hug your right knee into your chest and pause. Yeah, so bring your shoulders over your wrist. Keep that strong grip of the mat with your hands, then try to tug your thigh in towards your heart space. Yeah, let's stay here. Take on one more big inhale breath. As you exhale, create a little space. Step your foot in between your thumbs. Low lunge, full breath out. Good. Now as you inhale, we're going to rise it up to a high crescent lunge. Right, so maybe this feels a little early in your practice. We'll just explore, maybe adding on that sense of challenge or something new. Find the strong root down to the heel of your right foot. And then work on hugging that right thigh bone back like you're plugging it in towards its socket. And can you drive through the ball end of your left foot, lifting the heel up a little bit higher. Try to stretch up tall to the tips of your fingers. Yeah, let's stay here. Take on just one more steady inhale breath. As you exhale, step forward with the left foot, fingertips to the ground, forward fold, top of your mat. Yeah, now feet might be about hip width distance apart. Find a little bend to your knees as you need. Let your belly soften to the thighs. And then as you work your belly and chest towards the thighs, like you're tilting a bowl of soup forward, try to tilt your tailbone up towards the ceiling as your head continues to spill. Let's stay here. One more deep breath in. And one more full breath out. Good, ground down through your feet. Inhale, rise to standing Urdhva Stasana. Sweep your arms up high overhead. Yeah, ground down through your feet. Reach up tall through your fingertips. Let's stay here. Just one more steady inhale breath. As you exhale, take it down forward. Full dive over your legs as you breathe out. Halfway lifted your breath in. Invite fingertips to the ground or hands to shins. Start to broaden through your collarbones. Pull your heart forward. Take one more big inhale breath. As you exhale, ground down to your palms, step it back, find a high plank pose. Bring your shoulders far over your wrists now as you breathe in. Yeah. Now you can lower halfway down from your toes or from your knees. Just squeeze the elbows in, lower halfway down. Yeah, now flip to the tops of your feet. Press the ground away from your toes and through your palms. Upward facing dog. Take a big inhale breath. Lift through the heart. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Tailbone comes high to the sky. We'll do that other side. Lift the heels up high. Breathe in. Bend your knees. Push your chest back to your thighs as you breathe out. Now glide forward and pull the left knee into your chest as you breathe in. Yeah, so just like an elevation of your plank here, right? So you're gonna press off the ball end of that right foot. Try to tug the left thigh in a little closer to your chest. Shoulders come over the wrists. Take one more big breath in. Step soft between your thumbs. Low lunge breath out. And now keeping that back heel and back knee lifted, rise it on up to standing. High crescent lunge as your breath in. Yeah, so you're working a little squeeze here through the inner thighs, and that'll help find a little bit more stability. And we're unplugging your left thigh bone back, right? So it's like you're hugging it back into its socket. Stretch up tall through your fingertips. Breathe, take on one more deep inhale breath. As you exhale, launch off the ball end of the right foot, step it forward, and fold top of your mat. Good, ground down through your feet, rise to standing, Urdhva Hastasana, arms sweep up high. Take a deep breath in. Take it down, forward fold. Dive over your legs, breathe out. Halfway lifted, your inhale breath, broaden through your collarbones. Chaturanga is your exhale breath. Find that plank, lower halfway down from knees or toes. Upward facing dog. Breath in, engage your legs, press the ground away through the palms. Downward facing dog, tailbone to the sky as you breathe out. Yeah, let's flow that. So lift the heels up high, breathe in. Bend your knees, push your chest back to your thighs, breathe out. Now glide forward, right knee into your chest, breathe in. Step between your thumbs, lunge, breathe out. Rise it on up high, crescent lunge, full breath in. Launch off the left foot, forward fold, top of your mat, breathe out. Rise to standing, Urdhva Hastasana, deep inhale. Take it down and fold, exhale. Halfway lifted your breath in. Ground down to your hand, Chaturanga. Maybe you try hopping it back, landing to bent elbows. Up dog, deep inhale breath. Down dog, push back, full exhale breath. Lift your heels up high, breathe in. Bend your knees, chest back to your thighs, breathe out. Glide forward, left knee into your chest, breathe in. Step, lunge, breathe out. Rise it up high, crescent lunge, deep inhale. Hands come forward and down and fold, breathe out. Rise to standing, Urdhva Hastasana, big breath in. Take it back down and fold, full breath out. Halfway lifted your inhale. Ground down to your palms, Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, breath in. Down dog, press back, breath out. So let's keep adding. Lift the heels up high, breathe in. Bend your knees, chest pushes back, breathe out. Glide forward, right knee to chest, breathe in. Step, lunge, breathe out. Rise, high crescent lunge, take a full breath in. Good, launch it forward and fold, top of your mat, breathe out. Nice. As you breathe in, rise to standing, Urdhva Hastasana, take a big inhale breath. Exhale, take a standing vertical twist to the right. Yeah, so try to keep the root down through your feet. Keep your hips squared in towards center, and then twist right through the rib cage. Okay, expand out through your palms. You can always bring that right hand to your low back if that feels a little better on your shoulder. Sort of wrap your heart towards the right of your space. Yeah, let's stay here. Take on just one more full breath in. Steady here. Take on just one more full breath out. Good. Now as you inhale, sweep it through center, come into a chair pose, Utkatasana. So begin to settle your hips back and down and invite your biceps to start to float up by your ears. Yeah, find this engagement here through your core. So it's like wrapping your rib cage in and down towards the belly button. Nice. Take on just one more steady, full breath in right here. Yeah, now as you breathe out, step the left foot back, come into a low flying lunge. Nice, so a lot like your high crescent lunge, except now we find this hinge forward from the hips, more of a 45-degree-like angle here. Press off the ball mound of that left foot, try to charge your heart forward, reach out through the tips of your fingers. Nice, let's stay here, this shape. Take on one more full breath in. Let's stay here, take on just one more full breath out. Now bring the left knee all the way down to the ground, arms sweep up high, Anjaneyasana as your breath in. Find the strong root through the right heel, and then try driving your hips towards the top of your mat. Lengthen up through your fingertips, and the more you start to pull your thumbs back, the more you might start to feel yourself lighten out of that left hip flexor, finding the blossoming of your heart. Take on just one more steady, full breath in. As you breathe out, hands come down to the ground. Find your low lunge, step it back, chaturanga. Up dog, take a big, full breath in. Down dog, press it back. Take a nice, big, full breath out. We'll explore that other side. Lift the heels up high, breathe in. Bend your knees, chest back to your thighs, breathe out. Glide forward now, left knee to chest, breathe in. Step, lunge, breathe out. Rise it on up, high crescent lunge, take an inhale. Exhale, launch off the right foot, step it forward and fold. Rise to standing, Urdhva Hastasana, arms up, breathe in. Breath out, take a vertical twist here to your left. Yeah, so again, see if you can keep your hips squared in towards the center of your mat. And then you're gonna work this twist to the rib cage, right? So it's like we're just turning the ribs towards the left. Find this pull in through your navel. Maybe start to send the gaze over the left shoulder. And again, that left hand can always come to the low back for some added support or some ease from the shoulder. Take on just one more exhale here. Breath in is chair pose, so swoop both arms up, biceps drive up by your ears. Find some strength in your seat, direct your hips back and down. Yeah, let's stay right here. Take on just one more full breath in. As you breathe out, step the right foot back, low flying lunge. Yeah, reach back through your fingertips. Pull forward through your heart. Try to wrap the shoulders down and back. See if you can even squeeze your pinkies in towards one another. Yeah, so let's stay right here. Just one more breath in. Just one more full breath out. Now invite the right knee all the way to the ground. Sweep your arms up high overhead. Anjaneyasana is your breath in. So find the strong press of your left heel down into the ground. And then you're driving your hips toward the top of your mat. Then try to reach up through your fingertips. And as you pull your thumbs back, you might start to feel more of that sensation to your right hip flexor. Yeah, let's stay right here. Take on just one more deep, full breath in. Breath out, tuck the right toes under. Hands come down, chaturanga, take it back and down. Upward facing dog, take your breath in. Downward facing dog, push yourself back, take your breath out. Yeah, let's lift the heels up high, breathe in. Bend your knees, chest back to your thighs, breathe out. Now press forward, right knee to chest, breathe in. Step through, lunge, breathe out. High crescent lunge, arms up, breathe in. Breath out, step the left foot forward and fold. Rise all the way to standing, arms sweep up, breathe in. Breath out, vertical twist to the right. Reach your arms out in opposite directions. Nice, inhale, chair pose. Send your hips back and down, biceps up by the ears. Breath out, step left foot back, low flying lunge. As you inhale, invite the left knee down, arms sweep up, Anjaneyasana, full breath in. Hands come down, chaturanga, take it back. Up dog, inhale, breath. Down dog, press back. Exhale, breath. Lift the heels up high, breathe in. Bend your knees, chest back to thighs, breathe out. Press forward, left knee to chest, breathe in. Step, lunge, breathe out. High crescent, full breath in. Breath out, step, right foot forward and fold. Rise to standing, arms sweep up, deep breath in. Breath out, open vertical twist to the left. Sweep it forward, chair pose, arms up, breath in. Step the right foot back, low flying lunge, breathe out. Right knee comes down, arms slide high, Anjaneyasana, breath in. Hands down to the ground, Chaturanga, lower, breathe out. Up dog is your inhale breath. Down dog, press back, take your exhale breath. Breath in, lift the heels up high. Breath out, bend your knees, chest back to your thighs. Glide forward, right knee into your chest, and step lunge, full breath out. Rise it up high, crescent lunge, deep breath in. Breath out, step left foot forward and fold it down. Rise to standing, Urdhva Stasana, inhale. Exhale, take your vertical twist to the right. Good, come to center, chair pose, arms sweep up, breath in. Step the left foot back, low flying lunge, breathe out. Bring the left knee down, Anjaneyasana, arms slide up high as you breathe in. Breath out, pull it back, half splits. Drive back into your right heel. Find this pull back into the right heel, flex your toes up toward your nose. And you might keep crawling fingertips out in line or beyond the ankle here to keep inviting some of that feeling or fire right into the right hamstring. Yeah, let's stay here, just one more deep breath in. We'll stay here, just one more full breath out. Now glide it up, grounded twist, breathe in, keep the left hand down, swoop your right arm forward and up, open up through your chest. Yeah, find that strong press here through the left palm, and then keep driving off the bottom end of your left foot. And again, see if you can wrap the rib cage under, lift up through your heart. Nice, let's stay right here, just one more full breath in. Now as you breathe out, see if you can do this without using the assist of your right hand. Come into a side plank. So roll to the blade of your left foot. Begin to pick the right foot up and over. Keep that right arm nice and high. Yeah, flex your toes up. If you want more support, you can always step the right foot forward for some added balance. Let's stay here just for 3. Let's stay here for 2. And 1, bring it down, Chaturanga lower. Up dog, full breath in. Down dog, press back, full breath out. Lift the heels up high, breathe in. Bend your knees, chest back to your thighs, breathe out. Press forward, bring left knee to your chest, breathe in. Step, lunge, breath out. Rise, high crescent lunge, deep inhale. Launch the right foot forward and fold as you exhale. Come to standing, Urdhva Stasana, big breath in. Breath out, vertical twist to the left, open. Come through center, chair pose, arms up, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot back, low flying lunge. Bring your right knee to the ground, arms sweep up, Anjaneyasana, take your breath in. Pull it back, half splits, and pause, breathe out. Now you pull back into the heel of the left foot. Try to flex those toes up towards your nose. And we're just lengthening out here through the left leg. You can use each passing breath to maybe crawl your fingertips out more in line with the ankle or slightly beyond the toes. Steady the breath. Yeah, we'll be here just for 3. Keep reaching the tailbone back, your heart forward. We'll be here for 2. And 1. Slowly begin to slide it up. Grounded twist, breath in. So you're floating the right knee from the ground. Extend your left arm up high towards the ceiling. Yeah, keep that squeeze here through your inner thighs. Direct your left thigh bone back and then try wrapping through the rib cage, right? So we're trying to pull the right ribs under. Yeah, let's stay here. Take this on, just one more full breath in. Now, as you breathe out, we'll come into that side plank. So again, maybe we explore doing this without the assist of the left hand. Push the ground away through your right palm. Come to the blade of that right foot, then begin to gently pick the left foot up and bring it over. Nice. Push the ground away through that right palm, flex up through your toes. And again, you can always step the left foot onto the ground, like a kickstand for this shape here. Yeah, we'll be here just for 3. We'll stay here for 2 and 1. Bring it on forward, chaturanga, lower it down. Up dog, take your inhale breath. Down dog, press back, take your exhale breath. Good, go ahead, come forward, tabletop shape, all 4s as you breathe in. As you breathe out, keep your hips up, walk your hands out forward, come into a puppy dog pose. So a little different than the child's pose. You're gonna keep the hips up high. Try to walk your fingertips out and then drop your chest towards the ground. You might come to the chin, or you can come down to your forehead. Pick the layer that feels best for you. Let your breath begin to steady and settle. We'll be here just for last 3. We'll stay here for 2. And last 1. Good, slowly begin to crawl your hands down beneath your shoulders. And then make your way on down to a seat. Yeah, and then from this seat here, extend your legs out long, pull back through your hips. Yeah, and then we'll keep arms out in front of us here and take a big breath in. As you breathe out, start to fold into this. So you're just gonna keep crawling your fingertips out towards the ankles, maybe beyond the toes. And if you're dying for something to grab onto, you can always grab for the ankles, the shins, the calves, or for the feet if you have the space. Use your breath in, reach back through your hips. Use the breath out, start to work your heart closer to your toes. Yeah, we'll be here just for 3. We'll fold here just for 2. And last 1. Yeah, slowly go ahead, rise it on back up. Come to a seat. Come to a nice comfortable seat on your space. So maybe it's crossed legs, maybe it's sitting onto your shins. Start to ground down through your sit bones, lift up tall through the crown of your head. And we'll take just a few breaths together here as we end this practice. So as you inhale, sweep your arms up high overhead. And take a big breath out, hands to heart. Just 2 more like that. Big breath in, sweep it up. Exhale, let it go. Last 1, big, deep breath in, sweep. And full breath out, let it go. Friends, from my heart to yours, I thank you for your time. I thank you for your energy, and I thank you for this practice. From this space of my heart, I bow to you in gratitude.